My name is Emine, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes to tell you about the importance of pH balance for our health and well-being, and how alkaline ionized water can actually help you and us to restore optimal pH balance for healthy life. Most people know that being too acidic is actually not good for us. But what exactly does make us too acidic? Well, first of all, what we eat. Meat, dairy products, grains, refined foods, processed foods, fast foods, all of those are very acidic. What we drink also, coffee, soft drinks, alcohol, even some kinds of bottled water like demineralized water or distilled water are actually acidifying for our body. What we think also makes us very acidic. So stress, anxiety, negative thoughts, all of those actually create a lot of acidity in our body. Pollution and toxins that we're exposed to in our day-to-day lives are very acidifying as well. Intense physical exercise creates lactic acid in our bodies, so that is another acidifying factor. Not drinking enough water, interestingly enough, is also something that makes us more acidic. And medication is also generally very acidic. So the more medication we take, the more we are exposed to acidity. And obviously, tobacco and drug use are also very acidifying factors. So all of these things that we're exposed to are extremely acidifying for our bodies. And the problem is that we don't actually have a lot on the alkaline side. So the only main food groups that are alkaline are fruits and vegetables to varying degrees. Also a few other exceptions to the acidic rule, but very few things in our daily diets actually are helping to neutralize the acidity with alkalinity. Now, the problem is that our body, to be healthy and for all our systems to be working optimally, our body needs to stay very slightly alkaline. Our blood has to be at 7.365 on the pH scale. So that's just very slightly alkaline. And our body is actually going to do everything it has to maintain that pH balance. But since we're very much exposed to the alkalinity, the acidity on one side, what it's going to do to neutralize itself on the acidic side is it's going to actually draw alkaline minerals wherever it can in our body. So it's going to go and get the calcium out of our bones. It's going to draw magnesium out of our tissues and cells. It's going to do whatever it has to maintain that very delicate pH balance. Because if our blood becomes too acidic, then we just, can get into very serious health problems. So basically, as we move on in years, what happens is that this ability to buffer the acidity within our body slows down. Our reserves of minerals, alkaline minerals, are somewhat depleted. And so very, very insidiously, our body slights to inch its way towards an acidic state. And as the acidity gets into place, well, that's where illness actually can take a foothold and we start to develop more health problems. We can actually degenerate quite quickly when we get acidic. Disease proliferates in an acidic environment. When we're actually neutral or within the very narrow pH range that our body is supposed to be, our immune system actually works very well. But when we get acidic, we're always fighting. So where does alkaline water come into play? Well, basically it gives us a very important dose of alkalinity. We're drinking water on a daily basis, so we have a lot of alkaline intake to balance out the acidity that we have in our day-to-day lives. And so rather than having our body working always very hard to compensate for too much acidity, well, it's actually the alkaline water that is helping to reduce that acidity in our body, to restore our pH balance so that we have optimal health. So alkaline water is a very important ingredient in our day-to-day lives so that we can actually lead a healthy and happy life. So if you'd like to just follow me into the next segments, we're going to look at some of the other characteristics of alkaline water.